Daniel, coach will start and then we'll take questions for the players.
Yeah, we wanted to come out obviously and be ready from the tip. I thought a lot of that had to do with Northwestern. I thought they were really aggressive from the beginning. We were disappointed in our first quarter, but I thought it was a terrific response after that. I thought the next 3 quarters we played extremely hard. We were more in tune to what we needed to do. I mean, I thought Diamond took over at that point and really made what an All-American should do, is just making that statement on both ends of the floor, being aggressive. It was a lot of fun for Bree to come back home and have the night that she had, and that's what she's capable of doing. Every single night is playing hard and she's a special player, as you can see. So it's a great homecoming to bring her back. But I thought again, just another dominating win where it was great to be able to get everyone to play.
Any questions for the players in the room first?
So what you done? At the beginning of that second quarter, you kind of hit a spinning layup and we could hear you scream at everybody, "Let's go!" And then you guys kind of went on an 18-0 run from that point.
Nice.
How were you trying to get the juice of your team up, and what did you guys do differently defensively?
I just feel like we sometimes are like up and down, and we were feeling like we were losing Mo right there. So I just felt like I was just trying to do anything to get my team going. So we got to run transition and stuff like that, and I think that helped.
Hi, Maggie Hendricks with Valley Sports. Diamond, how does a game like this, where you guys start out a little slow and then you find, like you said, you found your momentum, how does that help you prepare for the tournament and then maybe for whatever's in the future after that?
Yeah, it's huge, especially when we go in a tournament. We have no breaks. We're going to play 3 games in 3 days. That's what we potentially want to do. So we can't have a game where we don't play good, or a quarter where we don't play good because we could lose and then go home and then we're going to be crying. So just trying to have consistency through game in and game out is extremely important. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we're trying to do, is play 40 minutes every time we step on the court.
Yeah. And Bree, I have to ask, first, how did it feel to do that in front of your family? And does your family got a t-shirt guy?
Funny.
Yeah, actually they do. It felt good to just come back home and play. It's kind of hard being away from my family because we so family oriented. So just being home and being able to see every last family member that I had here. So just being able to like play for them was amazing.
What was working so well? I mean, was it kind of you hit the first shot and kind of felt it, or when did you know it was kind of going to be that night where you kind of felt like you're going to be on?
All right, not even gonna lie, I didn't know. Just letting the game come to me. 85 rule that Coach Blair's tell us. Will tell me. Just letting the game come to me, having to run up and down a couple of times to get myself acclimated. So just doing that has worked well tonight. Really happy with myself. Thanks. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We have time for a couple on Zoom for the players. Alyssa, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, we'll start with Dylan.
Hey Bree, when you're feeling in flow tonight, and getting everything in your rhythm, what does that really
Sorry,
feel?
you could go ahead. Sorry, we couldn't hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Bree, I was asking, when you get in your rhythm and you're really feeling good, what does that really feel like? When your shots just going in, you're able to command the game in your own way.
Oh, it feels good just knowing that like I'm on for the game. Just being able to make sure my feet set, my hands are in the right position of the ball, just knowing that I know like, okay, this is gonna go in. And just being confident when I shoot. I can't think like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna go in, because it's not gonna go in. So just being confident. Once I be confident, I'm fine.
How has that confidence ebbed and flowed, throughout the course of the season for you?
It went up and down, but it gotten better. Just being myself, playing like myself. I just had to channel myself, come back home and get myself together, and then come back and just play my game and do what I need to do for the team.
Cool. Thank you.
Damon.
Hey coach, you all seem to find success when you all switched out to that extended 2-3 zone. Can you speak to you all's ability to execute the zone and give them trouble with the zone?
Yeah, I'll answer this and then we're going to go back to the players so they can get with their family. It was, it would definitely, when we can change our defenses, it's really important for us. I thought it gave them problems. You saw they only made 2 threes. So, I thought we really got better tonight in our zone.
Ian?
Bree, when we talked yesterday, one of the things you said was, the game has really slowed down for you, and that was kind of one of the biggest adjustments. For you, can you just kind of take us through what you were seeing tonight? Just kind of break down some of the plays, kind of how that game, how you're feeling more comfortable in the rhythm and the pacing of the game.
I can honestly say just being at home. When I'm at home, I feel comfortable. I feel myself. So that's everywhere, but just it's a little different when I'm at home. So just being at home and seeing everybody here really helped me out today. So I can say
And
that.
then, thank you. And then maybe quickly for Diamond, what was it like holding a team scoreless for almost a full 10 minutes? I was thinking you guys had it there for the full 10, but they made the pair of the free throws. What was that like, almost shutting out a team?
Yeah, that was cool. That just shows how good our defense can be and how if we continue to work and execute the game plan that we could play some really good defense. And I mean, that's really impressive though. Like, almost a whole quarter. That's wow. But yeah, we're just gonna continue to get better and continue to play good defense.
Andrew?
Yeah. Hey, Bree. Obviously today, from 3, you went 4 for 4. You were really feeling it early on. After the first 2 times when they kept on leaving you pretty wide open, were you kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna keep on taking my shot, and how did your confidence kind of go throughout the game when you kept on having those open looks?
When I saw them leave me open, I was like, okay, my time to shine. So just got the ball, made sure I was set, and just shot it. I just did what my team needed me to do.
Olivia, the last one for the players.
Last one for the players.
Question for Diamond. 7 assists today. How has your game kind of evolved over the year to like incorporate more than just shooting and especially passing the ball around this year?
Just like in transition, just reading better reads than what I have been doing in the past. And there are a lot of people are collapsing on me. So it's leaving a lot of people open and my teammates are hitting it. And then I get an assist. Just works out.
Thanks.
Great job.
Thank you.
We'll take questions. We'll take questions for Coach here in the room first. Yeah, great.
But I want to go back to the defense a little bit.
Yeah.
That second quarter, you guys, was it more of a switching defense up, or was it just a little bit more energy and effort than it was an effort?
Yeah, I thought a combination of both, but I thought our energy and our effort it really came into play. And again, I think it shows. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen a team, hold another opponent, especially a Big Ten opponent, to 2 points in a quarter. So just a more intentional, locked in, a lot more aggressive, and it's an important quarter for us to be able to kind of get that a little bit of that separation, because I thought the first half started to play into their hand with a game in the 70s, low scoring game, taking possessions out of it. So it was an important quarter for us to be able to have.
Did you sense a hangover from that Ohio State game coming in the opening minutes of the game?
I didn't sense it coming in. I thought we had really good practices coming in, shoot around, that kind of thing. I felt, in that first quarter a little bit, our effort, it wasn't there where it needed to be, but I thought they came out really hard. I thought Northwestern was really, really aggressive and had the right mentality coming into that first quarter.
Any other questions here in the room for Coach? No? Okay, we'll take a few on Zoom. Alyssa?
Start with Dylan.
Hey, Coach. 2 quick things from me. I'm curious, like, what you thought about, your team jumping out to a 7-0 run to start each quarter of the game. Like, that's super rare, but like, you guys went on a 7-0 run or greater, to start each quarter of the game. And I know prioritizing good starts is, something you've emphasized to the team lately.
Yeah, it matters. I mean, we're trying to get to that level of consistency. We know we only had 5 more games, now 4. So, just really trying to fine tune in all areas, and important for us to understand how valuable every quarter is.
And a question about the zone, you had really good zone movement today. Saw you, jumping out into a 2-1-2, 2-3 sometimes. I'm curious, like, what are you emphasizing to your team to really, I guess, prioritize some good zone movement? Like, what's the key to a good zone defense?
Just kind of playing off of each other. I thought, we had really good communication, and I thought we kind of knew who had the next man, within that zone. So I thought we were able to really take a step forward with that tonight.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
We'll go to Ian.
Hey, Coach. You've talked a lot about looking at practices and using that as kind of the benchmark for big games. Did you see anything in practice yesterday from Bree that maybe would kind of foretold the game that she'd have today, career highs and a bunch of different categories?
Well, Bree's been practicing like this, so you've seen like here lately how much her minutes are starting to trend forward, which we need to be able to have. But I think you're always going to find when you take kids home, they're going to play one way or the other. They're going to be really confident, or a train wreck and be really nervous. So I love this type of response. And she was at home, great, a lot of support and love for her here. So awesome to be able to see. She's been putting in a lot of hard work, and so awesome to be able to see.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Andrew.
Hey, Coach. So this win marked the 18th straight season, 20 wins in the program. So congratulations on that. And then can you kind of just speak to, how as a program you guys have been able to sustain, such an impressive record over, 2 decades and counting now?
Yeah. I think, obviously is something that really proud of is that consistency factor. And, so many great players that have come before us, as well as, currently it's that legacy for us. That's really important. Also so many great coaching staffs. I can't say enough about our coaching staff and the job they've done this season. So just the buy-in from the players and putting it all together. So, pretty cool to be able to see.
Thanks, Coach.
Go to Olivia.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask, another game with 20 assists. You've had a lot where you're 20 or over this season. What does that speak to for the unselfishness of this team on their offense, and especially with Diamond, who had 7 today and leading that category?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun coaching this team because their chemistry is all about playing for each other. And I think that's where you can see, like they've done already, is, you put 20 wins together because they're playing the right way. And I love that they've, bought into, the unselfishness on the offensive end. And even Diamond, now as she's starting to take all these double and triple teams, is trying to make the right play, which is really exciting. And then, buying in on the defensive end as well.
We'll go to Damon to wrap up.
Coach, in the past, you've spoken about your transition defense, how you wanted to strengthen it and make it an area of emphasis. How would you assess you all's transition offense tonight versus Northwestern?
Yeah. I thought we were really got out and made a lot of plays. I thought E was terrific. I thought this was, one of her best all around games. I thought she led it, but, we were able to get out and make some easy plays so they couldn't set up their defense and make plays for each other.
Thank you. Safe travels, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.